50,380 watching the action in the Sky Dome today, and they hope that a week from Sunday they'll be able to add another banner which they can proudly display next season inside the dome.
What do they say? Rice. R for rest, I for ice, and a little bit of wrap on that thing and some ice, and he'll be ready to go. Hopefully it's not serious.
Leon Hatziano comes into the ball game. Well, Gray is able to put some weight on the leg, so that is a good sign. End zone pass. Has he got it? Yes! Touchdown for Darrell K. Smith. Thomas was protesting that Darrell K. Smith trapped the football as he dove out and extended for the throw from Rickey Foggie, who had Tyrone Jones in his face as he released.
Darrell K. Smith, watch him come off the line of scrimmage. He got his arm through. When you get your arms past the defender, now he has the ability to reach out, catch that ball, but it did take a bounce, and I think Darrell Sampson has a legitimate right. However, you have to make a great effort to make those look good, and Darrell K. Smith did that. His brother's here. Darrell K.'s brother, Sherman Smith, who was a running back for the Seattle Seahawks and is an assistant coach at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. Here to see Darrell K. play the ball game.
Lance Chomick adds the point after. 59 seconds remaining in the third quarter as the Argos can begin making Grey Cup plans. They lead 40-3.
It's Darrell K. Smith for mayor, or maybe it's Wayne Gretzky for mayor. Bruce McNall for... There's a full extension by Darrell Smith. However, that ball did take a bounce, and Sampson saw it. He was right there, his eyes right on the ball. He knew he was beat, but he extended. Sampson, he saw that ball dribble off the ground. He told the referee, I mean, that's a trap, that's not a catch. And Darrell Sampson, he saw the whole thing and tried to tell him, but the protest is to no avail.
Well, the officials don't have the benefit of the replay, and they ruled a touchdown for Darrell Smith, and that's the way it will be. Les Brown on the kickoff return brings the football back to midfield. A 30-yard run back after a 50-yard kickoff. 2nd and 10 Winnipeg on the first play of the fourth quarter. The ball is at the 19. Garza being pursued and caught by Don Moon. He lost his helmet in the process. David Bovell was also in there.
These Argos are certainly firing up the fans. I mean, all they have to do is look in one direction, raise their arms, and there's a whole crowd, a whole bank of people very happy to see them look in their direction.
Well, he had one earlier. He threw to Rick House in the end zone on a third down gamble. He had him wide open and underthrown. Reggie Pleasant and Harold Hallman already beginning the celebration here at the Sky Dome. They're 13:50 away from making plans to travel to Winnipeg next week for the Grey Cup game a week from today. 11:07 the time remaining. Don Moon with a quarterback sack and getting a bit of whiplash as he made the tackle. Garza throwing deep. This is intercepted. Ed Berry grabs the throw intended for Larry Willis. Another turnover, Winnipeg.
Well, that's the whole story. I mean, there's good protection. Willis is open deep, and Berry came up and made step for step. He's right with him, and he made the play, and that's what the Argos have done today. They have made the plays, and Winnipeg has not. I mean, he's step for step with him, and Berry just takes the ball away from him, just like they took the game away from Winnipeg. I mean, this is an excellent play by the defense, the underrated defense, and Darrell Rogers was very prophetic in his, if that's a word.
It is indeed.
In his statements yesterday about how underrated the Argo defense was. They're second in points given up, second to Winnipeg.
Owners of the Toronto Argonauts, John Candy, down celebrating with the players. A 40-3 Toronto Argonaut lead over the Winnipeg Blue Bombers with 6:12 remaining. A penalty against Winnipeg takes the ball back to the 2-yard line. Garza throws deep down the sidelines. Incomplete. It was intended for Perry Tuttle. John Candy was telling me he was looking forward to going to Winnipeg to visit his favorite Ukrainian restaurant during Grey Cup week.
Well, I'm sure he can eat his share, and I wouldn't mind being with him. I talked to him at halftime. He was concerned with Matt Dunigan, and he sounded like an owner. I mean, this guy's done a lot of work for the CFL this year, and you couldn't help but think he's learned all those football terms. Now, I wonder how Matt's shoulder is. There he is talking with Matt. But he stays with the offensive lineman. I think that's important.